Good morning, everyone. Myself, Mahika Pragya. Today, I will be presenting on Total Revolution. Let's begin with the introduction. Total revolution refers to a complete and holistic transformation of society, which was given by J.P. Narayan, who believed that changing only the government is not enough. Real change must include social, economic, and moral aspects to achieve justice, equality, and true democracy. Now let's briefly know some facts about the J.P. Narayan. Jayaprakash Narayan was a freedom fighter and a prominent political thinker. He was initially associated with the Indian National Congress but later adopted socialist and Gandhian ideas. Known as Lok Nayak, he emphasized that democracy should be people driven rather than controlled by political parties. Moving on to the next slide, here we will first discuss the background or the causes. In 1970, India was facing serious corruption, inflation, unemployment, and weak governance. These problems created widespread dissatisfaction, especially among students who began demanding accountability and the reforms. Let's briefly discuss the Bihar movement. The Bihar movement started as a student protest led by the Bihar Chhatra Sangharsh Samiti. When J.P. Narayan joined, it gained momentum and turned into a mass movement. Initially focused on Bihar, it soon expanded to a nationwide demand for systematic change. Let's move on to the next slide. Here we will understand what is the actual meaning of total revolution. So JP called this total revolution as the idea of Sampoorn Kranti, which means total change. It was a non-violent movement which was inspired by Mahatma Gandhi. He emphasized that both the system and individuals need to change for society to truly improve. Let's discuss the key features of this total revolution. So, it was a holistic and non violent in nature. It involved mass participation, especially by youth, and focused on decentralization of power and ethical politics. Let's discuss the different dimensions of this total revolution. JP identified multiple dimensions of change such as political, social, economic, educational, cultural, moral, and spiritual. Let's discuss all the dimensions one by one. So, first is the political dimension. In political sphere, JP aimed to eliminate corruption and improve electoral process. Second is the social dimension where he focused on ending caste discrimination and promoting equality. Third is the economic dimension. In economic sphere, JP wanted to reduce poverty and inequality. Next is the educational dimension. Here, he believed that education should be value based and practical. It should not only provide knowledge but also deep awareness as well as the responsibility. Next is the cultural, moral, and spiritual dimension where JP emphasized that moral and spiritual values like honesty, integrity, and self discipline. He believed that without inner transformation, no social or political reform could be successful. Now, what were the methods that were adopted by JP? So, he used protest, civil disobedience, and public awareness campaign as his methods. Students also played a key role in mobilizing people and spreading the method of. Now, moving on to the next slide, what was its role it played during the emergency? So, during emergency imposed by Indira Gandhi in 1975, GP movement strongly opposed the emergency and argued that it is a sign of authoritarian rule. Let's see what were the outcome of it. As a result of this movement, opposition parties united and formed Janata Party. In the 1977 elections, Congress was defeated, leading to the restoration of democratic processes. Let's discuss the significance of this. The movement strengthened India's democracy by increasing political awareness and encouraging political participation. Let's briefly see the criticism. So, the movement was criticized for being too idealistic, lacking a clear implementation strategy. It depended heavily on moral change, which is difficult to achieve in practice. To conclude, Total Revolution was a vision of complete transformation of society, combining political reform with moral and social change. Thank you.